a song about a cookbook that lots of us have in North America, The Joy of Cooking. I had a very uncomfortable Sunday morning once and went looking in a book for an answer, and I didn't go looking in a spiritual text. I looked in this one instead. In uncertain hours our forebears looked to the more certain power of the holy good book. They opened up a verse, then they read out the word. There was the voice of God in the answer that they heard. But as for me, I've a less oracular bent. Spend most of my time wondering where my time was spent. In particular desperation on a Sunday afternoon. All I held as good in life was in some random swoon. I opened up a book, a shelf near my Bible. Opened up a book for culinary survival. I took a look in the joy of cooking, joy of cooking. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, the answer's bacon. Bacon. Oh, I went and got my frying pan. I cooked about a pound. Me and my little wife and children set us down. And grace was spoken in that bacon scent profound. All I had lost was found. I took a look in the joy of cooking, joy of cooking. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, the answer's bacon. The answer's bacon. Thank you very much. Well, maybe we'll keep the sort of pseudo allusions to the Bible going for another tune. This is a song I just had. This is my second time in Tennessee this year already, which is really big for me because I have twin daughters in Nova Scotia, and it's getting harder to get away. I tear myself away, and I find myself lying in bed looking at the iPhone photos more than is probably right. Yeah, they're awfully sweet. They're 7 months old, but I came down here in January and made my next record, my next full length. I recorded with Tim O'Brien and Mike Bubb and Kenny Malone in Nashville, and it's pretty fun. This is a song from that. A song about angst in the oil patch in Alberta, Canada. Well, Jonah bore the mark of Cain. His wife had thrown him out again. They'd moved the country all around and hit the wall in Fort Mac town. When his wife said she couldn't bear, she said, "You're moving on, I'm staying here." She said, "Oh, my hands are tied." She said, "Oh, my hands are tied." And Jonah cried, "Oh Lord, I'm in the belly of the whale. When I try, I still fail. It's been a long time and nothing, this old crime or nothing, a thin dime and nothing's killing me. You're not the one whose hands are tied." Well, no one sees the mark of Cain. It's a funny feeling you can't explain. Well, the boys gave Jonah wider berth. Seemed lower down than the earth. And when he begged and pleaded for another chance, the foreman took a harder stance. He said, "Oh, my hands are tied. He said, oh, my hands are tied. And Jonah cried, oh Lord, I'm in the belly of the whale. When I try, I still fail. It's been a long time and nothing, this old crime and nothing, a thin dime and nothing's killing me. You're not the one whose hands are tied. Well, Jonah tossed out on the sea on Suicide 63, when suddenly he, a blinding light, shook the car with all its might. Deep inside he heard a voice offering him a final choice. It said, let your hands be untied. It said, let your hands be untied. And Jonah cried, oh Lord, I'm in the belly of the whale. When I try, I still fail. It's been a long time and nothing, this old crime and nothing, a thin dime and nothing's killing me. Well, I can see my hands aren't tied. Thank you. I agonized about what to record and tried to figure out what I should do, and I went around torturing. Because I had those babies, I had a lot more relatives than I'm used to getting around the house, and so I really enjoyed cooking for them and cleaning up after them. But what I did do, that I got in exchange for that, was I sort of tortured everybody that I knew with whether they could remember the songs that I was playing when we were around in the house, so that I would know if they were good ones that I should record or not. And so I asked my sister sort of repeatedly if she remembered this song or that song, and I asked her what she thought of this one, and she said, oh, is that the one, thought I was a hippie, turns out I'm a yuppie? And I was like, shit, I wish I hadn't asked you that. I didn't like the rat race, I ran away from there. I thought I was a tortoise, turns out I'm the hare. I ran a rabbit race, I came in last, but ran a bear chase too. And all of my running got me wore right through. Got a monkey on my back, heart attack waiting on the finish line. I ran from competition, can't blame a guy for trying. I tried to break free, but silly me, the track goes round and round. And like a mole, I found a hole, I sought the underground. I root the mountain down, but pound for pound, it ended up on me. Like a prisoner bound, what I found is I'm digging to be free. Got a monkey on my back, heart attack waiting on the finish line. I ran from competition, can't blame a guy for trying. Can't blame a guy for trying. I think I could be free. I think that I'd go flying if you would say to me that you would walk with me. I'm a rabbit in a log, hiding from the dogs, thinking about my soul. And you came in and with a grin, you said we're staying in the hole. I love you well, I know you're true. How long will we stay? Till we rabbits outnumber them, then we'll have our day. Got a monkey on my back, heart attack waiting on the finish line. I ran from competition, can't blame a guy for trying. I ran from competition, can't blame a guy for trying. Thank you. I just I don't mean to slag the banjo. I just started playing the guitar after the banjo, so I'm still trying to figure this thing out. But I walked home after a gig. You don't always get to choose the songs that you write, and I walked home after a gig in Calgary, Alberta. And I walked past an A&W restaurant at about 2:30 in the morning. And there was a taxi cab sitting waiting in the drive-through window. And it seemed to be taking an inordinate amount of time for something that is agreed upon by all to be a fast food type of place. I walked past and I looked in the back seat, and there was a guy slumped over trying to press the buttons on a debit card terminal that had been passed from inside the restaurant into the back of the cab. And I didn't really think very much of it until the next day when I woke up and thought nothing else until I had written this song. And I wished I hadn't, but this is what I got anyway. Sitting in the back of a cab in the drive-thru, pushing on the buttons but the debit won't go through. Why can't I have a little A&W? Oh my God, I'm coming undone. And I can smell the food, but it ain't mine. I enter in the pin, but the card's declined. Up in the front with the meter flying. Oh my God, I'm coming undone. I was in a bar downtown, trying to get my head right, trying to get my head right. I'm going home, wishing you a good night, wishing you a good night. Well, me and the cabbie, we were friends till we came to the drive-thru, but here it ends. Unless the Scotiabank makes amends. And oh my God, I'm hungry too. Just a teen burger with a sack of fries. I can't take their staring eyes. Maybe on the 7th try. Oh my God, I've come undone. But I was in a bar downtown, trying to get my head right, trying to get my head right. I'm going home, wishing you a good night, wishing you a good night. I was in a bar downtown, trying to get my head right, trying to get my head right. I'm going home, wishing you a good night, wishing you a good night. Thank you very much.